Lack of nutrition is responsible for 45% of children's deaths under the age of 5. That means 3.1 million children each year die from poor nutrition. 66 million kids go to school hungry across all countries, and 23 million of those kids live in Africa. Tonight, 1 in every 9 people, close to 800 million people in total, will go to bed hungry. That means more than double the population of the United States will go to bed on empty stomachs.
Before joining One Acre Fund, Ruth, a farmer from Africa, was one of those people. In fact, all of Ruth's 8 children were part of this malnourished statistic because Ruth could only grow a couple of small bags of maize each year, an amount insufficient to feed her kids. But after joining One Acre Fund in 2009, Ruth started being able to grow 10 bags of maize each year, enough to feed her family, and to sell extra maize to pay for her oldest son's education in high school. Ruth's son Patrick became the first person in her family to gain an education beyond grade school.
Most agricultural charities target one area of need by giving farmers a small loan and hoping that they know what to do with it. But One Acre Fund understands that small-scale farmers need help in more than just one area. So how does One Acre Fund actually help farming families?
The charity focuses on 4 areas of aid. 1. Helping farmers acquire the money they need to finance their farming pursuits. With money from One Acre Fund, families can buy themselves proper tools to drastically increase the efficiency of their farming.
2. Distributing fertilizer and seeds. One Acre Fund really excels in this area by distributing the seeds and fertilizer on time and within a reasonable walking distance from the farmers' villages. With this easier access to seeds and fertilizer, farmers can spend their time actually farming rather than having to wait too long for the seeds and have to travel way too far to pick them up.
3. Training farmers on different farming techniques. Just giving them the seeds and money does no help to farmers who don't know the most up-to-date, efficient ways of agriculture. So, One Acre Fund educates farmers on different agricultural skills to ensure that they are able to be productive and efficient, thus growing and selling more food.
4. Farmers receive market training in order to learn how to maximize their profits when they sell their surpluses. Now that farmers will have the tools, skills, and capital to grow enough food for themselves, their family, and even have leftover produce to sell, they need to know how exactly to sell their surpluses. It's essential that they are educated on how to get the most possible profit from their food, and One Acre Fund makes sure to provide this education.
By helping farmers acquire financial aid, fertilizer and seeds, and agriculture and business-style education, One Acre Fund prioritizes the needs of its farmers. The organization's main purpose is to give aid to small-scale farmers. They work closely with farming families by meeting with them where they are at and helping them grow from there. By working so closely with its farmers and serving the farmers' interests before anything else, One Acre Fund stands out amongst other large-scale agriculture charities.
When choosing what charity to support, One Acre Fund is a great choice because it works from the ground up and takes 420,000 families up to the top with it. If we are able to donate $200, the impact would be huge. One Acre Fund would be able to do one of 3 things. One being channeling the $200 towards advancing the interests of smallholder farmers with policymakers and the general public.
Secondly, One Acre Fund could put the $200 towards researching, testing, and implementing new products and strategies to make smallholder farms more prosperous. Lastly, One Acre Fund could provide 6 families of 6 with the tools to increase production and profits from supported activities by an average of 50%, or $135 in a single season.
One Acre Fund assists families in ensuring that they have nutritional food so that adults are able to eat what they need to spend their days out working on their crops, and children can grow normally and avoid malnourishment. Not only this, One Acre Fund makes education more available to children of the families being helped. If the family is making enough profit from their crops, then the children are able to take time out of their days to spend on their education. Families being helped have claimed that if their children are able to get better education, then they can apply for better jobs and improve their economic standing.
We think of education as a right in the United States. The troubles that many families working alongside 1 Acre Fund have to face are ones that are typically never cross our minds.
As college students and students being provided with a higher education, we should spread our love for learning and support the children following in our footsteps, aiming for a higher education so they can fulfill their dreams of knowledge.
We are so lucky because while we almost always have food on our plates, we don't have to think too much about how it got there. We walk into the COG and are guaranteed to find a healthy, well-balanced meal, even including dessert. It can be easy for us to forget about or even feel disconnected from the 800 million people who do not have this luxury.
But they're the same as us. They're families who get hungry and kids who want an education to acquire sufficient jobs. We want the same things, but the difference is that we are the ones who have the tools and opportunities provided to us to do so.
As capable members of society, we should do what we can to provide these tools and opportunities to those who aren't as lucky as we are. Donating to 1 Acre Fund allows us to reach across the globe and hand these tools and opportunities to a family who needs them.
Because why would we not?
Yeah.